This is actually the morning of day 2 in Haiti, but I'm just going to go through what happened up till last night. Well, we got here on a plane. We landed at the airport, and it's pretty much controlled by the American military. There were a ton of American military planes that were taking off and landing, both the vertical takeoff planes and also C-1 transports. I have some great video of that, and I'll be posting that also. We then seemed like it took an awful long time for them to get our bags off the plane, and we went through customs, which was basically, they didn't even ask us a question. We just gave them our passport and they stamped it, and we walked right through. And then we had about an hour wait for the 3 trucks to come to get us, and we went to David Secure, who's the CEO of Airline Ambassadors. Now, the Airline Ambassadors seems to be an organization that works at the ambassador level, and at the also they're with SECCOM, the Southern Command here. They're working with them, so they're pretty well connected. They are supplying most of the medical staff for one of the hospitals in Port-au-Prince, and then they're also supplying physicians and nurses around the country to various little towns and clinics that have needs for them. We got there and basically got a orientation from Dr. Charles, who's a internist nephrologist from Harvard University. He's expat of Haiti, and he comes down here and he works with the government of Haiti a lot, and he basically is coordinating most of the medical care that is going on with all of the different some of the aid agencies, and especially Airline Ambassadors. The flight, just getting back to the flight, it was very interesting. There were only about 40 or 50 people on the plane, and we were wondering, why were they flying down so few people? It turns out that they were using a wide-body 767, and it was filled with cargo. And so for every person that they put on, there was less cargo that they were able to, emergency rescue supplies that they were able to bring down. And so they keep the number real limited, so that all of us were able to sit and sleep in the first class and business class, and it was absolutely amazing. The seats in business class, they go down at first class, they go down into a full bed. Now, the funny thing was that it was a Jewish group that was traveling, and they served us all. The only food that they had on the plane were ham sandwiches. So kind of was someone wasn't thinking there, but they also had some yogurt, so we had something to eat. Well, after we got here, there was some debate on whether we would go out to the field or whether we would go to, what's the name of this hospital? Sacré-Cœur. I think it's CIT is CDTI, and so there was some debate who would go to CDTI and who would go out to this village where the Franciscan nuns. Now, the first thing was, when we were at the airport, there was a group of 3 nuns and 2 priests who ran up to us and started hugging all the organizers of this and said, please, please come help. It turns out they had walked down, 3 hours walk down the mountain and a 3-hour drive from their village, and they were in desperate need of medical help. And to go back, it would be that 3-hour drive plus probably about a 6-hour hike up the mountain, and it was decided that that would not be good use of our resources unless they could arrange for a helicopter to take us in, and they couldn't then. So about a half hour after we got to the house that the Airline Ambassadors was using, they got a call that there was a village about 45-minute drive away that's run by the Franciscans, and they had a desperate need for 3 doctors and 3 nurses. So we split up our team, and the 2 pediatricians and 1 internist and 3 of the nurses went to that village, and 5 of us came here to CDTI, the hospital. It's one of the 2 functioning hospitals in town. The University Hospital and this are the only 2 functioning hospitals right now. And we have, there's a French team that basically has half of the hospital, and the American team that has the other half of the hospital. When we got here, it turns out that all the work was assigned for the day, so we basically sat around the hospital for 4 hours. Then we went to the brother-in-law, Alex, the owner of the hospital. He has a big house, and everybody's staying at the house. All the doctors, paramedics, and nurses who are volunteering there's probably about 40 people or more staying at the house. It's a 3-story house with about it looks like about 10 or 12 bedrooms, and lots of bathroom facilities, although there's no running water. And so we went to the house, dropped off our stuff, and then we went out to dinner. And we went to this great Haitian restaurant, although it had a very limited menu. And I asked what was the most traditional Haitian food that they had, and it was conch, which is called lambi, L-A-M-B-I, and in a Creole sauce. And so I got the conch lambi, and I had fried plantains with it, and salad, and it was absolutely delicious. I actually asked for some bread so that I could soak up the sauce from the salad. Then we went back, and basically I just looked around until I found a mattress that didn't have anybody's stuff on it, and I threw down a blanket on it, and I went to sleep. And after having been up for 36 hours with only about 2 hours sleep on the plane, I fell asleep real fast and got probably about 9.5 hours sleep till everybody got up at 6:45. And we came here to the hospital. Tomorrow I'll talk about what my first experiences at the hospital were and what some of the surgical experiences were. Bye-bye.